This estate in Nairobi surprises not only with its historic building and stunning grounds, but also with its unusual visitors. And we're not talking about paying guests, but those who come to visit them. Almost every day, local giraffes visit here. They drop by the dining room, stretching their necks through the windows and begging for treats. Of course, this hotel deserves all 5 stars out of 5 for such an experience. After its closure, the historic English fort didn't become a closed-off place to admire only in photos. Instead, it was transformed into a functioning hotel. The naval base was built in 1859, and in 2012 it began welcoming guests. Unfortunately, after the lockdown, reopening the hotel proved impossible, and the building was put up for sale for nearly $1.5 million. Let's hope its doors will open to guests once again soon. Perched 400 meters high on a steep cliff in the Cusco Valley, Peru, 3 capsules await, each capable of hosting 8 people. They're securely attached to the rock and even have beds and a toilet inside. Getting to these apartments is certainly not easy, but the view of the valley makes it all worth it.
Almost makes me wonder, would you go back and get my boat, bring it? You could.
This unusual hotel is located right in the middle of the Atlantic, on an old oil platform 55 kilometers off the coast of the United States. There's no usual comforts, but there are incredible views, the sound of the waves, and complete solitude.
I thought Scott didn't bring it out here. I come out here one time, I work couple weeks.
Originally, the place was meant to shelter sailors from the dangerous waters off the coast of North Carolina, but with technological advancements, the station became unnecessary. In 2010, a private owner bought the tower and transformed it into one of the most unique hotels in the world. Would you be ready to spend the night over the open ocean? The small town of Cottonwood in Idaho is famous for an unusual hotel that has also become an art object. A local couple came up with the idea of building an unusual hotel shaped like a dog. That's how a giant beagle, roughly 10 meters tall, appeared nearby, with 4 cozy rooms inside.
How you film?
Spending the night inside this massive dog will cost you just over $90. Not too expensive for such a unique experience. In the Maldives, you can stay in a cozy bungalow or in this one-of-a-kind villa. Its main attraction lies 5 meters underwater. An entire floor with a bedroom is hidden beneath the sturdy dome deep in the Indian Ocean. Sure, there are 3 spacious rooms upstairs, but let's be honest, nothing can compare to this breathtaking underwater view. Singapore has many great hotels for a relaxing stay, but only in this one have they managed to blend modern architecture with nature. The rooms themselves aren't much different from those in a regular hotel, but the complex surprises in other ways. At 300 meters above the ground, there's a private garden for walks and a full wellness center. Just look at the view from the pool. The creators have done everything to ensure that guests won't want to leave such a beautiful place. This plane didn't want to leave Stockholm Airport even after retiring, so they found a new use for it. After 30 years of service, the Boeing was converted into a hotel. Now, tourists can not only spend the night in one of the rooms, but also stay in places that are usually off-limits. The pilot's cabin has a luxury suite with the best view. Though even in a regular room of this unique hostel, guests are sure to have a fantastic experience. The perfect hotel for those who can't stand the heat is located in the Swedish village of Jukkasjärvi. From December to April, travelers can check into a hotel made entirely of ice and snow. To ensure a comfortable sleep, guests are provided with warm sleeping bags and advised to wear their coziest clothes. But if anyone struggles to sleep in the icy walls, they can always move to a standard room where it's much warmer. Imagine traveling on an old train through South Africa when it suddenly stops on a bridge in the middle of a national park. That's the kind of atmosphere the creators of this hotel have managed to capture. While train passengers never had enough time to enjoy the view, hotel guests now have as much time as they want, along with all the comforts for a relaxing stay. This safari will leave everyone in awe. How can you solve the problem of accommodating tourists when there's no room for hotels in the city? Japanese designers found a solution. They created an unusual capsule hotel where guests only stay for 9 hours. 1 hour for a shower, 7 hours for sleep, and 1 hour for relaxation. If you want, you can stay for up to 17 hours, but no longer. As a result, the hotel has a constant flow of visitors who get enough rest for the night and then continue exploring the city. What to do with an old industrial site? In Amsterdam, they decided not to demolish or scrap it, but to give a construction crane a new life. It had been abandoned for nearly 30 years before it was restored and transformed into an amazing hotel. Now it has 3 luxurious rooms with a unique view. It's worth mentioning that the restoration efforts paid off, as the hotel has become one of the city's main attractions. This hotel has literally disappeared into the forest. Finding it won't be easy, as its walls are covered with mirrors reflecting the trees. Thanks to this effect, the structure blends seamlessly into nature, becoming a part of it. Inside, the cube looks like a fairly typical and cozy suite. Despite having windows, no bird outside can see the treehouse guests, which makes watching nature even more thrilling. Many introverts really dislike going to hotel pools because they're always crowded. But that's never a problem here, as each room has its own pool. The hotel is located in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and offers a unique experience. Every guest has a private pool on their balcony. This perfect touch sets the hotel apart from others, as it looks unique even from the outside. This hotel brings together history enthusiasts and fans of the Flintstones cartoon, all due to its one-of-a-kind location.
These are last 2 steps.
And we're in the house.
Take your shoes off because you don't want any of the predators from outside.
In 1980, a geologist from Farmington in the US came up with the idea of building an office inside a cave. 10 years later, journalists discovered it, and people began asking if they could stay there. Since 1997, the cave has been converted into a hotel, and it remains one of the city's most popular spots, with some people waiting months just to book a room. You don't have to be royalty to visit a palace. In India, one of the world's most beautiful hotels is open to everyone. This vast, historically impressive building, set amidst 10 hectares of gardens, lets any guest proudly claim they've stayed in an authentic palace. By the way, members of the royal family still live in one wing. You don't find cooler neighbors anywhere else in the world. If you've ever wondered what it's like for birds to sleep in their nests, this place is right for you. About 100 kilometers from Vancouver, in the middle of the forest, you can find unusual spheres. Climbing up a spiral staircase, guests enter a small structure with a diameter of just 3 meters. Despite their small size, the rooms are equipped with everything needed for a comfortable stay. No, you don't have to sleep in a tent to connect with nature. In northern Czechia, there's a unique television tower listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and you can spend the night there. This futuristic modernist structure is still used for radio and TV broadcasts, while tourists come for the unusual experience. And the best part, every room offers a stunning panoramic view. When you see the building of this hotel, the name Conker immediately makes sense. The sphere in the middle of the forest really looks like the fruit of this plant, but only on the outside. Inside, the room has a diameter of 3.8 meters, which makes it a cozy place for a night's stay. The sphere is even soundproof, in case someone gets tired of listening to the birds singing. Sounds like a great place to escape the hustle and bustle of the city and enjoy some time alone, doesn't it? Winter travel to Switzerland is not for the faint of heart, especially if you stay at this hotel. Here, tourists can feel like Eskimos and spend the night in a real igloo. Inside you'll find all the necessary comforts, including sleeping bags and thermal mats that will keep you warm even on the coldest nights.
Yes, we haven't set food yet, but it would be like sleeping in a freezer. I think all but one outlet. And the lights. So
a private yacht is a luxury not everyone can afford, but in London, anyone can experience it. This docked liner has been transformed into a hotel where guests can feel like they're on a lavish cruise.
Such a lovely experience.
It's a perfect option for those who've always wanted to stay on a luxury yacht without leaving the area. And if you're feeling seasick, you can step off the boat whenever you like. This hotel in Chile is so seamlessly integrated into nature that it's become a permanent part of it. From the outside, the unusual building is almost completely covered in moss, and on top there's an artificial waterfall. Such a detailed approach helps the architects create the illusion that guests are staying not in a hotel, but in a magical forest house far away from civilization. A hotel in Cornwall, England is probably not the kind of place people usually dream of staying. That's because it was once a prison, built in 1779. Over the years, it served as a storage facility, a casino, and a club, and now it offers guests a truly unique overnight experience. Hundreds of years ago, guests definitely didn't have these comforts, or the option to leave whenever they wanted. In theory, living inside a silo tower doesn't sound appealing at all, but the creators of this hotel managed to make even this structure cozy. They breathe new life into the empty steel structures, transforming them into